Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. I'm going to use the Wandering Moon today, if I can get the right positioning. Okay. So, I hope everyone's doing well. If you end up resonating with my reading style or my reading today, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I would like to build some community here because it's fun, and I'm hoping you'll join in. All right, so let's see what we have for today's energy. I'm just going to finish shuffling and cutting the deck. Okay, I love this deck. It's growing on me more and more every time I use it. Okay, let's see what we have. Six of Wands, Two of Swords. Okay. The Sun. King of Pentacles, King of Stars. Nine of Swords, the High Priestess. Okay, yeah. All right. This is some decent energy for today. I am filming a couple of these in a row because of appointments I have later in the week. So there may be a storyline that develops today that is connected. Just giving everybody the heads up. So Thursday and Friday's reading might also be connected to today's reading in that way. But I'll start off. Six of Wands is a card of victory. But that's coming through very clearly to me as a victory over a condition of self. So normally when the Six of Wands comes up for me, it's like a midpoint in the process. It's victory over one particular aspect of the path. But because of the surrounding cards here, there seems to be a overcoming of a physical scenario that directly reflects an internal wound or impasse. Two of Swords, the blind decision, So there's victory over this sort of confusion. So victory over self is what I'm picking up here, because this seems more internal to me than anything else, those first two cards, especially with the Nine of Swords and the High Priestess in the second row. But I'll go into that in a second. The Six of Wands, Two of Swords, Sun, and King of Stars or King of Pentacles tells me that there is a glowing, abundant truth that we're about to discover, or that we have the potential to discover about ourselves, that directly influences how we move forward from here on out. So that Two of Swords, that blind decision, gets brought into awareness. That blind decision, or the third way forward, as you'll often hear me say with the Two of Swords, it kind of implies a way we haven't seen before, or a way we're unaware of, that would be the best possible way to move forward. So the victory is in finding the clarity of that way forward and then creating that reality. With the King of Pentacles, there's this hard physical reality part of this. So there's a transition in that first row, in a way, from a state of confusion to a state of security and dependability rooted in your reality. The Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, the Tower, and the Eight of Wands tells me that, like I said, I think I said this yesterday or the day before, that the Tower moment this week is something that brings relief. So whatever it is that's falling away is something that absolutely opens a door. That Nine of Swords, anxiety. The thing about the Nine of Swords is that it's anxiety, but it's often rooted in the mind. So it's all can be self-created. I don't want to say it's all self-created. Sometimes it's very much logically based, but there's this experience of having created something in your mind and developed it to the point where it would be able to cause you anxiety, whether or not it was reflected in your actual life. So self-created anxiety is coming across as, how do I say this? The opening to the divine knowledge by way of the Tower. So the anxiety opens up because of intuition. And that intuition gets revealed because of something that falls away. So your victory is inherently tied to the collapse of a worn out, you know, shaky structure. But the Eight of Wands tells me that you move on quickly. This is the experience of getting a piece of clarity, allowing it to illuminate a truth, having that truth kind of set you free from an anxiety that's probably been brewing for a very long time, having your intuition light up and come into play, and then the option to move forward completely and cleanly. Queen of Wands, into the nurturance, into the experience of feeling supported. Whew. Lovers, new moon. Now, the new moon, I'm not exactly sure how the new moon plays in as a card, mostly because this deck is slightly different than the traditional decks. But I'll read it as the new beginning sort of thing. That when a new moon happens, when the sky's dark because there's no light illuminating us from the moon, there's this experience of starting from the void. So I feel like the new beginning is so incredibly unformed in that we don't have reference points for it yet. We're literally creating something new collectively in our lives that we as a collective or we as an individual have not experienced yet. That Queen of Wands tells me that it's rooted in feeling alive, received, seen, loved. Insert positive word there. But that Queen of Wands energy, that fiery, nurturing energy, is telling me that this new beginning, while it may seem really unformed, is fertile in that way. It gives us ground to create something really intensely beautiful. And the Lovers tells me that it's a choice, that it's a choice, that we are choosing to create something beautiful out of a void space where we have no reference points or no past history to inform us. The Eight of Swords. And then the Fool. Ooh, okay, interesting. So the Fool leaps. The Eight of Swords restricts. So the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords seem to have play here together in that both cards imply a sense of self-induced restriction and anxiety. But the Eight of Swords and the Fool together tell me that this is the leap out of that. So there is some sort of calculated risk potential here, meaning you may get the opportunity to take a step forward that seems, I don't want to say confusing. It seems difficult to anticipate the results of, because you've never been given this choice before, or we've never been given this opportunity before, but we leap anyway. Page of Stars, into that whole new reality. We're right at the beginning stages of creating a totally new thing. Page of stars, or Page of Pentacles, messages. Pages are often messages, but the pages are also contemplation. So it's the what is possible. The what can I create card. All right, that's pretty good. I want to leave it there only because I feel like to read any more into this other than to say, acknowledge your victory when and where you get it. Let the things that are unnecessary and unwanted fall away. And please understand that you can navigate any sense of self-imposed anxiety by listening to your gut, by getting quiet, so that you can find the open door and the path forward for yourself. Well done. I hope everybody chooses what's best for them, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.